All right, friends and fans. I had no intention of turning the camera on and shooting a video tonight. I am in my shop, and it is the peak of my season. Actually, I don't even think it's the peak. I think we're just getting started. Anyway, so I got a lot of work, and I got a lot of things going on. But I'm in the process of doing a job on this 2003 GMC Sierra. It's got the Duramax or whatever. It's the Dirty Max, I think they call it. Anyways, AC compressor had locked up on this thing, and so I got the job of replacing everything. And I know I've shared some videos before about why it's necessary to go through and do a flush and replace certain components as opposed to flushing them. So anyways, in this case, the compressor had failed on this truck, and I verified that. The customer brought it in. I ran the system and verified that, yeah, the compressor is definitely shot on this. So we went ahead and ordered the kit, which was a new compressor, a new accumulator, an orifice tube, condenser, and all the necessary seals and O-rings that go with that. And then also, back flush the evaporator. Now on this particular truck, I can do all that in the vehicle. I don't have to pull the evaporator core out of the truck in order to get it done. And so that's what I'm in the process of. So I just wanted to kind of turn the camera on and shoot a real quick video, again, emphasizing, why it's so important to do this, and hopefully help some of you guys that are DIY folks and, DIY guys and gals, help you understand why sometimes you've got to bring it to somebody that's equipped to do it, and why sometimes it costs a little bit more money to get the job done. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys my first pass and my second pass of flush and what came out of just the evaporator core, and then we'll go from there. All right, so give me a second. I'm going to turn the camera. All right, so I got you looking at, this is my setup that I got going on right here. Again, those of you guys have seen my previous video on flushing, this is the setup I like to use. This is a pressure bottle that I put the solvent in that I choose to use for flushing out the systems. It's hooked to shop air. I've got the compressor regulator down to about 80 psi. There's the nozzle there, and I'm back flushing the evaporator core. So as you can see, I got the nozzle going into the high side portion of the evaporator, and I've got a fitting that I made with a hose coming out of the suction side of the evaporator, and that's where it's going into the bucket. So let me get you to the first. This is my first pass. I'm trying to get lighting without getting too much glare. I'll get you guys down in there as far as I can. Sorry for the glare. I'm trying to work around that. If you guys can see and make out, I hope that's showing up on video as good as it is here in the shop. All that stuff in the bottom. This is a clean new bucket when I started. I always make sure the bucket's nice and clean with no debris. There's glare there. Sorry about that. So anyways, that black spot or dark spot that's showing up right there, believe it or not, that's not solid. Keep your eye on the camera there. You see how that breaks up and moves around? That is some contaminant that came out. And then I'm gonna swish this around. You see all that stuff that's moving? That's all metal that had come out of the evaporator core. Really hope that's showing up for you guys on the video here. Again, this was my first pass, so the majority that came out with this was the refrigerant oil that was still left in the evaporator. And so once I got that done, I geared up for a second pass. Here's my catch bucket, and that's what I got out of it on a second flush. I'm gonna shine a flashlight in there, hopefully get a little bit better lighting. So again, you see all that stuff that's down there in the bottom of the bucket. Again, this was a brand new clean bucket, and let me shake that around a little bit, see if I can get some movement out of that stuff there. There we go. I'll put the light back in there. This was the second flush, so I'm going to flush this I'm going to flush this. Let me turn the... Okay, so that was the first and second flush. I'm going to flush this at least 2 more times. There is a lot of stuff that got stuck in this evaporator. This compressor, when it went out big time. I've seen some metal in the bucket. Oh, sorry about that. I've seen some metal in the bottom of a bucket before. This is one of the worst ones I've done in a while. I think the last one I did that was close to this was an old Ford truck, and it was a conversion. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of shoot something real quick and share. I'm going to post this up later someday. This is why sometimes it's necessary. So, you know, like I said, it's got a brand new compressor in it now. It's got a brand new AC condenser. And I'm going to flush all of the hoses. I have those over here on my workbench. I will back flush all of those, make sure those are nice and clean. And then I have a brand new accumulator that I'm going to thermal wrap, and another orifice tube that I'll pull out before I flush that line. And we're gonna get this thing back to blowing cold air. So like I said, just wanted to share this real quick. I know some of you folks have talked to me about, you know, how sometimes AC repairs are expensive, and they are, I agree. But the reason why is because sometimes we have to commit some labor time to it. So, all right, well, those of you who know me know how to get a hold of me. If you found this video helpful, useful, entertaining, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe and do all the clicks for the notifications and stuff, and get the word out. The more people you share with, the more people can see the stuff that I'm putting out. Hopefully it helps you. All right, thanks guys. I'll try to post a follow-up video before too long on what's going on with the Ford. I haven't come to a complete stop on that, but I haven't made as monumental of progress on it as I wanted to because AC season's here. So, all right, take care. Thank you.